All right, may do one part or two parts. Well, I'm doing one part. I don't know if I'm gonna do a two-parter or just make this one long video. But basically, it's this: all African American leaders are dead, dead and gone. There's not. If there's one, point them out. But there's no leaders that are African Americans in any aspect. There's not even celebrities or athletes that are trying to even take the lead in anything. I mean, everybody always throw out the same common names when you're talking about leadership and accomplishment. You know, in the African Americans, they always throw out Oprah's name. I'm sorry, Oprah is not a leader. Then the argument with Oprah would be, well, she created her own network, blah, blah, blah. But I'm sorry, she's still not a leader by any aspect of what a leader should be. Do she have the opportunity to be a leader? Yes, she does. But not that she chooses not to, is that she's not allowed to. No one is allowed to be an African American leader in this country. It's forbidden. I mean, all race aside, no one is allowed to be a leader to the African American community. No matter what race you are, you're not allowed to. So my question is this: like, when did all this take place? When is it almost an unwritten rule to help African Americans? African Americans don't help African Americans. Not African Americans would try, but African Americans won't listen. I mean, it's really sad. And then with leaders, the last African American leader, I guess you can probably say was Martin Luther King, and that's going back a while. And even with Martin Luther King, it's like the pro-blacks in this country, or the ones that always say brother, sister, queen, king, whatever, they're fake to me. All of them are fake across the board. I mean, simple fact is, you acknowledge that you knew of Dr. Martin Luther King. I never met the man. I wasn't born yet. But no one even attempts to use his legacy. No one attempts to even use what he did before or even after his death. And speaking of his death, I mean, I'm sorry. How is it that no one is still pissed off about how he died? No one even talks about it. It's maybe a few people out of millions, but that's it. Martin Luther King was not killed by whoever this was, it James Earl or whatever. He wasn't shot by James Earl. I'm sorry, he wasn't. I mean, the simple fact is, they said James was a racist person. That's why he shot Dr. Martin Luther King. Okay, that's a lie. If you was a racist person towards another race, and you went to go kill this person, but yet other people are the same races around this person, wouldn't you kill everybody? Or more than one? So what, was he a part-time racist? Really? But no one cares about the fact that James Earl didn't shoot Dr. Martin Luther King. He didn't. And here's the thing about it. There's so quote-unquote black leaders who was actually there. You know, one in particular who knows who shot Dr. Martin Luther King, but he chose not to say anything. But he's supposed to be a leader in the community. Yeah, go figure. So there's no African American leaders. There's not even one that's non-African American that would actually attempt to do something for African Americans. There's not. And please don't even attempt to mention the president, really. The president, I mean, I'm sorry, he's worse than, hell, he's worse than Bush. If you really think about it, by the numbers, he actually is worse than President Bush, both of them. So, I mean, if you rank him in history, Barack Obama is probably at the bottom. I mean, say what you will, but if you elected him just because of his skin color, that was just fucking stupid. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, it's just, where's the leadership? Where's the change? Where's the role models? I know athletes and celebrities are not role models now. I'm sorry, they're not. I actually want to do a part 2 to this, so yeah.